just don't get better than this. I'm catfishing America, 'cause I was born to fish. The Tennessee River, the Mississippi mud, there's no other place that I wish I was. Ohio River, or Pickwick Lake, the rest of the world's gonna have to wait while I'm catfishing America. You just don't get better than this. Tennessee River, the Mississippi mud, there's no other place that I wish I was. Ohio River or Barkley Lake, the rest of the world's gonna have to wait while I'm catfishing America. It just don't get better than this. I'm catfishing America, 'cause I was born to fish. I'm catfishing America. You just don't get better than this. I'm catfishing America. You just don't get better than this.
It doesn't take too long after the month of November before I start getting cabin fever. I'm going to tell you what, this time we're going to the fabled James River, Virginia to learn some advanced winter tactics from Captain Hugh Self and Captain Randy Harris. This time we're going to be learning some techniques from them that'll help put more fish in the boat and larger fish in the boat using some pretty unique tactics that I haven't heard being used anywhere else in the country, but would work in your neck of the woods. So without further ado, let's get out on the water and start putting some of this into practice, teaching you how to catch some of these wintertime cats.
Big cat's moving up shallow, and it's a good time to really hang in some big, nice catfish.
In terms of numbers, is it usually that we get the bigger fish now, but maybe not so many of the small ones?
Well, we can get a number of big fish, and numbers of fish too, because sometimes they're really concentrated well. And we might get in a hole and catch several nice fish.
Okay. But you know, I'll trade a whole bunch of them little guys for at least one big one this time here on the James. What are the odds on us tying into a 50-pound plus one today?
I can't guarantee anything, but I think it's a good, I think we got a very good chance of hanging into a big fish.
There's the love. That's what I'm looking for. So, you know, it's early. We got all day. I got a good feeling we're going to get out here and find us at least one big monster.
I'm catfishing America. You just don't get better than this. I'm catfishing America, 'cause I was born to fish. The Tennessee River, the Mississippi mud, there's no other place that I wish I was. Ohio River or Pickwick Lake, the rest of the world's gonna have to wait while I'm catfishing America. You just don't get better than this. Tennessee River.
Well, we're out here for the early start, and I got a good feeling about today. Now, Hugh and Randy have got us on some big fish spots. You know, the weather's just right. It's been a little bit warmer than usual, and you know, the shad are moving in. So hey, any minute now, I got a funny feeling after that sun starts to come up and the shad really start busting, some good things are going to happen. Well, that magic time hit. Now we got a double going. Hugh's got one all over the surface. I got one right here. Looks like about a 30-ish. Swimming all over the place, man. You know, under the boat, I got an anchor rope right here. Just trying to keep them out. Hugh's got one there. Nice fish. Nice fish. Maybe 40. Oh, yeah. Good hook set. Man. They just both hit at the same time. Both of them.
Well, Don, we're in a predicament.
Yeah, the camera guy's got the net. What do you think? Tell you what, let's take a quick break. We'll let the camera guy, Randy, go ahead and net these two, and then we'll show you the double picture. What do you think? Right, well there's the morning double. Yeah, this one, 42, and Huey's 28. And we're not gonna keep them out of the water real long, because this is the peak of that morning bite. And here in this shallow water, you know, we gotta kind of let things die down. So by the time these things swim off, maybe have a couple more buried. What do you think, Hugh?
I think so, Don.
All right, we'll get them in. And boy, good morning, buddy. And got all my fingers intact. You gotta love it.
Winter tip number one is fresh bait. Fresh bait in the winter is the key. It puts out more scent, it puts out more blood, because these fish are less active in this cold water wintertime.
I'm catfishing America. You just don't get better than this. I'm catfishing America, 'cause I was born to fish. The Tennessee River, the Mississippi mud, there's no other place that I wish I was. Ohio River or Big Lake, the rest of the world's gonna have to wait while I'm catfishing America. You just don't get better than this. Tennessee River, the Mississippi mud, there's no other place that I wish I was. Ohio River or Barkley Lake, the rest of the world's gonna have to wait while I'm catfishing.
You know, when it comes to catching these gizzard shad, there's a lot of ways to catch them. You could catch them with a cast net. Some people use these big seine nets, but probably the best way is the way that Hugh, Bobby, and Randy use. They use a gill net. And if you're a Virginia resident, you can apply for a special permit that will enable you to deploy up to 150 feet of this gill net. You'll anchor it in one spot, back the boat away from it, and then the gizzard shad will swim into the openings in the net. They'll get stuck. Their gills actually get wedged in the openings in the net, and then you just pull them in at your leisure. Now, typically, you don't want to leave the net out long here in the James, because it's loaded with gizzard shad. Typically, in my experience fishing with Hugh, Bobby, and Randy, probably 15 minutes to 20 minutes max. But there are times you might be out there for 5 minutes and this whole net is full, so you need to be really watchful of that. Right now you see them taking out these gizzard shad. Typically they'll put them in a cooler with ice, and then you're iced up and you're ready to go for a full day of fishing out on the James.
Wintertime fishing, that's one of our favorite times of the year to fish. That's when the big blue catfish are biting. But we have to use a special cuts of bait. We use a bait called a Jethro bait. Puts a lot of scent in the water. It bleeds out quick, it attracts those aggressive big blues, and it's just an awesome bait to use, no matter where we're fishing in the country. We use another bait called the Wayne Long bait. Bleeds out a little slower, lets them fish think a little bit, and it's also an awesome bait. Why don't we get Captain Randy Harris to show us how to cut them?
First bait we're going to show you how to do is the Jethro bait. We're going to remove all the scales. Do this to both sides. Like that. Now we're going to remove the fillet. Like that. We'll remove the tail section. And then the head. And this is the Jethro bait. Our other go-to bait is the Wayne long bait. It's a little harder to cut, but I'm going to show you how we do it. We're going to do the same thing as we did before, remove the scales. Now instead of removing the whole fillet like we did last time, we're going to cut the lateral line of this fish out. This will make it bleed a lot slower into the water. Just enough so that the fish bleeds. We're going to remove the tail section. We're going to remove the head section. We're going to take this bait that looks sort of like the Jethro bait, and we're going to cut it right in half. And this piece right here is our next go-to bait, the Wayne long bait.
I'm catfishing America.
All right, Randy. What's on that one that you put over by that little island, huh?
Yeah.
How's he feel?
He feels like a hog.
Yeah, he does. He's keeping that rod down. Now that's over there in that, what, 4 feet?
Yeah,
Four
four,
feet.
4.5.
So it wouldn't shock me to see a big splash, right?
Exactly. I think that's a nice fish.
Yeah, he's pulling nice, isn't he?
The best part about fishing this shallow flat is the fight is so violent. They have nowhere to go but out, around. They can't go down.
Well, he's acting like a big fish, isn't he? Man,
He's doing good.
well, I know Hugh's got the big net out. That's a good sign. What do you think, Hugh? You think he's more than 10 pounds? What do you
I think he's bigger than 10 pounds.
You the man.
I think so.
I'm telling you, that fish, he's not moving very much.
Does he know he's hooked yet, Randy?
I don't think so.
Yeah, a lot of times in this real shallow water, they'll come up right away and bust on the top, won't they?
Yeah. We've had him come out of the water like, there he goes.
Oh, there,
See him
yeah.
out there? I think I'm shooting out of the water like marlin sometimes.
Yeah, he just came up to the top and busted. Couldn't tell much about him. But he's not doing a lot of those little herky-jerky movements that a little tiny fish might do. I just saw another one.
He's on top.
Yeah, he came up on
I
top
don't
again.
think he knows he's hooked.
I think he knows he's been invited to the dance now, Randy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Typically, they're really running, you know, to either side, but
One side or the other, huh?
I guess, ooh.
Ooh, cut. He's getting closer, getting closer. Wouldn't surprise me to see him go underneath the boat. Oh, look, he is. Holy
my
cow!
goodness.
What a beast! Holy
New
cow!
there.
Look at that fish! Oh, man! It's a monster! Holy cow, Randy! Man, look at that fish. Look how dark he is. So he's been in deep water. Look at that fish.
He's been in
Holy
around
cow.
some structure.
That is a
for sure.
creature. Look how fat he is. Man. There you go, you.
That's
Woo!
right.
Man, what a hog.
Hogzilla.
Here, I got the rod. Man. Wow. Are you kidding me? God. Man.
That's over 6.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think? You just guesstimating so far before she...
I'd say 56.
Oh.
What do you think? What do you think, Captain Hugh? What do you think?
That is a long,
Look
big
at the girth on that
fish.
thing, man.
I don't have a
I'll
small
tell you.
hand.
That is a hog, man.
We're looking at a 60-plus fish.
Yeah, easy, man. Look, wow.
In 3 foot of water. It's unbelievable.
3 feet of water. Man, hey, you have got to get the pose with this fish now.
Hey, right there.
Let's get him out. And Randy's not a little guy, as you know. Randy used to be like Mr. California or somebody. And so look at the scale on this fish. You know, I don't know if you could tell how thick and what a fat fish this is. This is a hogzilla.
She's been in here feeding. You can, I mean, look at this. She's just fat, man.
Man.
Wow.
Yeah, let's get her out of that net and get her up and let them check this out. Get some scale on this fish.
And get her back in the water.
Yeah.
That hook did its job.
What an awesome fish. 3 feet of water, Hugh.
3 feet of water. You can see the way she's dark, she's been around structure.
My goodness. Amazing.
Oh man, what a fish.
Wow. Look at that, man. Holy smokes.
Nice.
She's heavy.
60
Nice,
plus.
Randall. Nice fish.
60 plus. Way to go, Randy.
Thank you.
Hugh, I love when a good plan comes together.
I do too, brother.
Now, is it my turn, Randy?
Yeah.
Man, you over here wrestling with hogs and stuff.
Let's get a weight on.
Like so? My goodness. That thing is all gut, man. It's thick all the way back. All right, we're gonna get that weight. It's bouncing 60, 64, 60, 67. 65.4. 65.4. Man, hell, great job, buddy. Great job, man. You are the man. What a thick fish, man. What a thick fish. One more pose, Randy, and then let's get her in. Show them the gut on this girl. My goodness. Yeah. Wintertime, shallow water fish.
Get her back so we don't get her hurt.
It don't get better than this. Holy smokes.
Want to get
The winter. Yep, there she goes. You the man, Randy. You the man.
That's great.
Hey, I'm on deck. I'm on deck, man.
Winter tip number 2 is locating these dense schools of shad. They're harder to find in the winter, but once you do, the big blues aren't far away.
You know, so often, a lot of places I go, in the wintertime, especially in this cold water, people really downsize their bait, almost like cold front conditions. You know, real small baits because the fish aren't as active, they're not as aggressive. But chasing them here on the James, here in the wintertime, we're looking for only those aggressive fish. So Hugh tends to fish from the way he normally does. Let's see how Captain Hugh prepares his bait when he's going after these giant James River hogs.
While it is true, Don, that a lot of fish are caught in the cold water, like it is here now in the low 40s on small baits. But fishing in this water that we're fishing in, we like to use the biggest baits that we got to target these big fish. Right here's a half a shad. I guess this shad was probably 13, 14 inches long, which is a pretty good sized bait for a nice sized cat. But we prefer one 14, 15, 16 inches long, and what we'll do is just knock the scales off. Like that, and then we'll cut the tail off like so, so it'll bleed, and it'll bleed out in the water, and that's a good sized bait. And we're just targeting the big catfish. We're talking 60, 70 pounds. It'll keep the little fish off your small baits. And like I said, these fish up here are active and feeding, and they're not expending a lot of energy because the water is cold, so they'll take a big bait right now to hold them over.
I'm catfishing America. You just don't get.
Well, the hits just keep on coming. Well, we got back here in this shallow area. Oh. Take and drag, take and drag. Look at that. Big boils. Big boils. Take and drag. This fish is jetting all over the place. Now he's back here behind the boat. Now he's coming up near the boat. He's under the boat. Holy cow. He is dead under the boat. Wow.
He's behind you.
He's up on the other side of the boat. So
Watch that motor.
I have to put this down in here. You can see the dirt chirp. And that's what happens when they get under the boat. Shoot.
I'm catfishing America. You just don't get better than this. I'm catfishing America. 'Cause
Winter tip number 3, big baits. Use the biggest bait you got. These blues don't want to spend a lot of energy. You give them a big bait and it'll be worth your while.
Well, you know, some of the most important things that you're going to learn here today have to deal with the type of rigs that we use here in the winter, especially in some of these shallow water scenarios. So I got a treat for you. We're going to be with Captain Randy Harris of Black and Blue Custom Tackle. He's going to be taking you through several of the rigs you're going to need to know when you want to battle with these wintertime cats in shallow water.
2, 1.
When it comes to rigs out here on the James River, we have tons of current. We have, you know, it is a tidal river. We have 2 high tides, 2 low tides a day. We start out with this sinker slide here. The reason we use a sinker slide is so that we can change our sinker weight throughout the day without having to retie knots. The next one we have here is a little bead. Just protect your knot from this slide, beating it and causing it to break off. A barrel swivel, nice 225-pound barrel swivel attached with Palomar knots with a nice 50 to 60-pound leader coming down to an 8/0 Gamakatsu octopus circle hook. This rig is your basic sliding rig and works really well in almost any situation. When we start getting into a little bit shallower situations, we'd like to have this rig up off the bottom just a tad because these fish are roaming around, they're feeding pretty heavy. This is a 3-way rig. This rig here does not slide, but in return sits on the bottom and lets the fish load it up pretty quickly so we can rear back, set the hook, and not have them run around in shallow flats because there's no depth. They go out, around, back and forth, and this will eliminate that pretty much. We can get the hook in their face pretty fast. And it's real basic. We come down from the main line with a Palomar knot to one end, weight off the bottom, main line, 50, 60-pound leader, same thing, and a Gamakatsu octopus circle hook. The last rig is a little bit more difficult. It's the same as the other. This is called an improved sinker slide rig. This rig is the same as the first, except this is going to be off the bottom. This is for a little bit deeper water. It's off the bottom. Same thing down here. We could change our weights out whenever we'd like. We have another 225-pound swivel instead of a slide. A bead right below it to stop from hurting the knot and causing it to break. And another 225-pound swivel below that. This causes the same thing. You can keep it off the bottom as long as you want, 1.5 foot, 3 foot, 5 foot. It doesn't matter. It just depends on where the fish are and where you want them to be. But this rig will let you keep it off the bottom, and in return, when they do take off, it'll slide. The fish won't feel the weight, and so on and so forth. Down here at the bottom again, same thing, 50, 60-pound leader, 8/0 Gamakatsu octopus circle hook. And those are the 3 rigs we use here on the James.
I'm catfishing America. You just don't get better than this.
Now, Hugh, a lot of people think that in the wintertime that you go and you find the real deep holes and that's where all these big catfish are going to be. But that's not really the pattern you've been on for the last couple of months. Why don't you tell us about where you're finding the fish and why they're there?
Well, Don, it is true that that you can catch fish, big fish in the deep water in the wintertime, but it's a waiting game. They're not really active fish. We found that fish in the shallow water, especially on these sunny days, that the shad get active, the big blues move up on these in this shallow water, and I'm talking 3 to 4 feet. The shad get active, the big cats get active, and they're only up here for one thing, and that's that seafood buffet. The gizzard shad.
Here he comes. There he is. There he is. Well, look at him moving that head. Woo! Oh, get in there, buddy. Woo! Wow! He hit right at the bank. Hit right at the bank, took straight off, right out from the shore. Look at that fish. That looks like another female, don't it? Well, I guess when they're all got these big giant guts like that, it's hard to tell, huh? Got her right out. All right. Good job. Well, and got it on the what? The brand new, just out of the package, Catfish in America rod. Unbelievable. Now, you probably need sunglasses behind to buy all this beautiful wrap. We'll get more into that later. But look at all the speckles on that fish. What do you think that is? Mud or something, Randy? Yeah, it's rubbing off. Down there rooting around in the mud and stuff. Big old gut on her. Where do you think that one will go? In that 50-pound range? Oh, look how thick that fish is. I can't hardly reach, well, I know I can't reach all the way around the base of that tail. Real short, compact, real thick fish. This is that kind of fish that can gain a lot of weight in a short period of time. And I'm glad she did for me. Yeah, that real thick base of the tail. And you know, this wintertime fishing, I mean, a lot of people think you got to be in those deep holes. Here we are in that real shallow water. What are we in, Hugh, here about 4 feet? 4 feet of water and hitting big bait. You got it. Yeah, let's get the scale on that one. I got that good feeling. 56 what? Go, let's get a weight. 54 pounds. You gotta love it, man. 54 pounds. Well, Hugh, even I can understand. I want to be where the fish are active and stuff like that in shallow water. But there's a lot of shallow water on a lot of rivers and a lot of lakes. Is there anything special about the shallow water areas that you're looking for in terms of attracting bait or attracting these real big fish?
Well, Don, we're looking for shallow water, like I said, 3 to 4 feet. That hasn't got a lot of current, but it still needs to be near some fairly deep water. The water's not moving as fast, it warms up a little better, the shad get active. Of course, structure's always a plus since, you know, blues are structure oriented, but actually they're up here, they're moving, they're feeding, they're active, so you can sit and wait or you can move around, but eventually they're gonna find your bait.
So even in these shallow water areas, you find that it's a scent type of thing? If you leave your baits out long enough, they'll end up tracking it down?
Well, like I said, it's not a lot of current in some of these backwater places, so the fish are actually moving. And yeah, they'll eventually find your bait. There's a little current, they'll pick it up and they'll come get it.
And so it's probably key to be in or near those deeper water traffic areas to where the fish are going to naturally be coming by and then they might pick up the scent?
Exactly.
Okay.
Near the travel areas, up on the little slack water. Exactly, Don.
I'm learning.
You learn it. You're the man.
Around here on the James River, we like to use a big old gizzard shad, sort of like this one right here. We got all kinds of fancy cuts we use up in them mofos, so we're going to show you how to do it. Right here, you take the knife, cut it right there about like that, and that's right there we call a head bait. We store it over the side like this. Sometimes you want to use the thing we call a 2-finger bait. You put a 2-finger bait like this, and then sometimes you might have fat fingers or something, you just remove one, you only use that one right there, and you just aim it like this, and you go ahead and cut that. Thing like that. Like that, and you throw it at the guy behind you. Then you just go ahead and take this bait right here and you cut it like this. And then like this. And that's what we call 2-split bait. If you need more of that stuff, you come back over here and I'll show you how to do another one. Bye.
Water Wonderland. This thing just bent over, started squealing like a little girl.
Don't let him run after.
He's right there. He's right straight there. Big fish. Look at that tail whack. Man, Where's he going? Take and drag. Take and drag.
Man, that's a
Woo!
nice fish.
Big fish.
Woo! Son,
Big fish.
that's what we're looking for.
Oh, he's right under there. I gotta keep him away from that anchor rope. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! He's wrapping in line. He's wrapping in line. Trying to get. There he is! Oh heck! Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Woo! Catfish in America. Man! Hello, hello. Now Randy had this theory, you know. And what happens when a fact meets a theory?
When a fact, it's a fact now.
It's a fact now. Woo! Wow. Man, I don't know if we can lift this shoe. What do you think, man? I've been pumping up. Ah! Woo! Wow! This is a dinosaur. Man! Holy cow! I've been waiting on this guy. Man! It just got to be 2 feet of water out here. I cast out and it didn't even sink at all. Yeah. I'm like, man, what we in, 1 foot of water? But Randy said, no, it's 2. Oh, okay. Big bait, huge bait. There we go. And what do we get him with? A lipstick. Lipstick from Black and Blue Tiger. Deadly, isn't it? Lipstick. Man, I love it. I love it. Woo! That's what I'm talking about.
It's a fish, mama.
Big monster bait.
Still a scale on it.
Where's that scale at?
I might be eating at the buffet tonight.
Woo! Man, the boss hog. The boss hog. Is it okay if I wear these? I don't know. I better not. I'll look at my cameraman and see. Well, heck yeah. Man, that's a big fish there. What do you think, 20, 25? We stick all the way back, Hugh. All the way back there. Kilograms, pounds. There we go. Pounds. This big dog. Big dog. He's long, isn't he?
That is a monster.
A monster. The monster. Well, I can't wait to pick this thing up and just show you the. Man. Here we go.
You gonna help me?
I'll help you if you need it, homie.
Yeah, that's a big fish.
That's gonna be our way here. It's caught. Here we go. Straight up.
Straight up.
All right.
Come on. Put the hand right
Oh, on this. Okay. Gotcha. Ah! Oh, come on, man.
62.5.
62.5. Ah! Woo! Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. 62.5. Man. Hey, my first James River 60. Hello. Hello. Now, I've had an 85, which I'm not whining about, but I've never caught a fish, you know, a whole bunch of 50s with you. It's the first time I was able to get something that broke 60. Unbelievable. And you already subtracted on that.
Subtracted away for the
Subtracted for that? So he's unbelievable. Now, I took this off in all the excitement, but watch this. Where do you see the size on this thing? Holy cow. All right, Hugh. Man. All right, I thought I had the Vulcan mind meld death grip on him, but obviously not.
Look at the head on that fish.
Ah! Woo! Ah! The monster! Ah! Incredible fish. Incredible! Ah! Unbelievable. Ah! You gotta love shallow water fish. Dead of winter, 2 feet of water. Unbelievable. Let me ease him over. Ah! Woo! Now y'all come on over here and look him. Ah! Woo! Ha! Wintertime on the James. Woo! Hello, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Man!
You gotta love it.
I love it.
Gotta love it.
I love it.
I'm catfishing America. You just don't get better than this. I'm catfishing America, 'cause I was born to fish the Tennessee River.
Winter tip number 4. Don't overlook shallow water. I'm talking 3, 4, 5 feet. If there's bait there, you can bet the big blues are up there chasing it.
You know, this is one of the most dangerous things that exist here on our Western River system, and that's these tugboats with barges. They're out here and they serve a integral role here in our society, moving cargo up and down these rivers for power plants, food stores, etc. But we need to be aware that they're here, be aware how dangerous their wakes can be. They can't stop on a dime like pleasure boats can. So we need to surrender the channel, let them do what they need to do, and I tell you what, you'll be much more safer out on the river.
There he goes.
All right.
My knees again.
Sneaking up on him. Fly fishing.
He was out here in 1.5 foot of water. I felt all those rocks. I think he's too big. Flathead.
Is it a flathead?
Yeah.
In the wintertime?
In the wintertime on cut bait.
Wintertime cut bait flathead in February. Ain't that something?
Look at the marks on him.
Wow. James River flatheads in February.
That's pretty rare, huh?
On cut bait in February.
He's cold too.
He's cold. He ain't the only one. Now he didn't bite the way these blues been biting, did he?
No, he did his little tip tap, little nibble, and then just ran around in circles a little bit out there in the 1.5 foot of water. And it broke his neck. He's cut bait in the head.
Bit the head. Cool flathead, man.
Yeah.
Nice job. Well, these are starting to get more and more prevalent here, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Well, I think he wants to take some fingers with him.
A little splash.
You the man, Randy.
Good morning.
Winter tip number 5, run and gun. Once you've caught a couple nice fish in an area, move to another area. These fish are being competitive, and you're not likely to catch a whole lot of fish in the same spot.
Down. So let me hand this to Hugh. And I'm gonna go grab me a fish. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I don't think it's a Randy fish, but this is right where Hugh said to throw it. You'll go 20, maybe 15, 100, 1,500.
1,500.
It doesn't matter how big he is now, it's a double.
It's a double.
24 degrees, 4 foot of water. Well, it's bigger than 20.
It's not a midget. Dark. That's a dark fish, man. Look at it.
Hanging around that structure.
Good fish. All right. A double. Man.
Cold out here.
Good job, Mom. Good job. Man, you got one monster laying in the bottom of the boat. Got another one here. Holy cow. Tell you what, we're gonna get both of these unhooked, and then me and Randy will pose with them. What do you think? Give us a second.
It's recorded.
I gotta have this thing zoom out. It's zoomed in. I can only.
Up on the top, there's a little lever up there. All right, got it?
Yeah.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
All right, well here's the daily double. I think, Randy, you got how heavy did you say that fish is? Mine feels heavy.
This fish is 65 pounds.
Well, mine's in them 30s. I'm gonna tell you what, dark fish came out of deep water, and I guess moving up here around this structure. Man, big old giant head. I'm gonna ease mine back in on this side. Woo! So I can admire yours, Dusty. Look at the size of that head. Big giant head. Look at it. Look how long he is down there, scraping on the doggone floor. Beautiful fish. Great job, Randy. Tell you what, we're gonna go ahead and get a scale on this fish, and we'll be right back. Cut. Well, we're back. We just cut him off the scale. He's right at 60 pounds. Beautiful fish. Awesome catch, Randy. And in a shallow water, wintertime bite, I'm gonna tell you what, that's a trophy in anybody's creel. Let's go ahead and get it back in. We'll watch this thing swim off. The boss hog here. And he's gone. Good job, Randy. You the man. You know, Randy turned me on to these black fly sunglasses, you know, and they've got these little side deflectors that keep all the sun from, you know, all that glare out. Makes it a whole lot easier to spend a lot of time out of the water, and you know I like spending some time out of the water. Especially in the shallow water fishing, I've been, you know, able to see these dorsal fins coming up and moving across the water, watching the bait bust from, you know, across the river. So hats off to this black fly sunglasses. I tell you what, this is gonna be a regular part of my arsenal.
I'm catfishing America. You just don't get better than this. I'm catfishing America.
Back here in this, it's like a little 9-foot channel back here in the super shallow water. And I know 9 feet, this is shallow anyway. But this guy took it off real nice, took it down slow and steady, started taking a little bit of drag. I got him up around this other rod. I'm gonna try to work this out. Oh, he's coming up near the top. Big boil. I don't know how big he is, but you're about to see when I'm, oh, and there's a rod bent over right here. Look at that rod, look at that rod, look at that rod. I'm gonna get it just a second. Watch this. Here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. Good fish. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Something in the 40s looks like. Look at that. Look at that. It's a boss hog. It's the boss hog. Holy cow. Great googly. Hell. Die. Holy. Oh, now he's getting excited in the shallow water. Look at that. Look at that. Holy. Oh. My goodness. Well, I tell you what. We'll take a quick break because Captain Randy's got one bent over in his hand filming me. I got this one here. We're going to net a couple and then show them both to you. What do you think? Be back in a second. Man, Randy, he can't even get the hook out of the mouth of the other fish. The second fish that you saw,
We got one snagged up over
is snagged up. If you look out here, you see the big boil from him coming up here. And Randy jumps back here, leaps over about 4 other obstacles to grab this rod that's bent in half. And we're sitting here in probably 4 feet of water, casting into, what, about 9, Randy?
9.
About 9 feet. And this fish just took off and bent this Catfish America rod in half and decided he just had to have something. He's coming up because it ain't real deep. It ain't real deep. You're getting ready to see him. There he is. There he is. Well, he's got an attitude, don't he?
Yeah, not that big, but he's pretty.
Oh, he just took off big time. Man, nice job.
Man, oh.
Well, they're hitting aggressive in the shallow water, Randy.
Yeah. That's that new hook that went all the way through.
Now this is that black and blue tackle special catfish circle hook. This isn't just some generic circle hook that we're using today. Randy had just designed these hooks, and he decided that, hey, what better time to try it out than here in the wintertime when they don't always hit it, you know, with a ton of bricks. But I tell you what, you couldn't tell that by what these are doing today.
Man, that hook's in there.
Yeah, this black and blue tackle hook, I'm gonna tell you what, I love it. This thing rotated right in, and it's got a shorter shank, so it doesn't take as long for it to rotate in. So it'll set a little bit quicker. And sometimes, as you all know, a little bit quicker is a whole lot better. Leads to a higher catch rate.
And it's in there. I need pliers.
All right, we'll let you get this hook out, Randy, and then we'll come back in and film the release.
Alrighty.
Randy got the hook out.
Not
Now, this
big.
About a, what do you think, 18, 20?
Yeah, over 20 pounds.
20 pounds. All right, let's see if we can't get this one back in, and we'll see if this one has swam out of the snag yet. There he goes. Swimming away.
Gone.
You gotta love it. Good job, Randy.
Right.
All right, this one I just got in. Randy's got the Vulcan death grip on him. And we weighed him up right at 50 pounds.
Yeah.
Right on the money at 50 pounds. Beautiful fish. Hit it like a ton of bricks. And Randy's theory proved out. He said, let's get back here to the secondary channel. It's out of the wind, and I'm gonna tell you what, it's paying off huge. Great job, Randy. Let's go ahead and get him back in.
Nice fish.
Big guy, the big kahuna. There he goes.
Another one gone.
Good job, Randy. Well, and by the way, remember the fish that was tangled up in the tree? Well, Randy went and got it and had to pick up the whole tree. You can see when we get up close, this fish is all in the mud. He was wrapped around this big giant tree. And Randy said, let's don't give up on him. So we went over here, pulled up the whole tree that was floating in the debris. And here's a nice, what would you say, Randy?
Fish 35 pounds.
About a 35-pound bundle of joy. He had wrapped that line all the way around the tree, so, but definitely worth going in and getting. Great job, Randy.
All right, let's get him back.
Yeah, and only this time not tied up to a tree, right?
Gone.
I'm catfishing America. You just don't get better than this. I'm catfishing America, 'cause I was born to fish. The Tennessee River, the Mississippi mud, there's no other place that I wish I was. Oh, high river of big wings.
What do you think, Hugh? Big and little one?
Yeah, it's a nice one. Look at that tail.
Oh, tail sticking up out of the water. What did he do? Wrap up himself in the line?
I don't know what it did.
Yeah, he's just up there on the surface like he got wrapped in it when he was yeah, see? He's rolling.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, now he got unwrapped.
He's all right now. He's showing us some stuff. That's a decent little fish.
Yeah, that's a
here
good fish.
for this time of year. It's shallow water. They're gonna show me something here now, though.
Going under the boat. There he is. He scoops. He scores. Good job, Randy.
It's a good fish.
Yeah, it is. Captain Hugh in the house.
Whoa.
Nothing like getting that first fish in the morning, huh? What's a nice one?
Not bad for 4 foot of water.
Yeah. And what kind of bait did this one hit?
that chunk bait, Don.
Chunk bait, okay. Now, is that what you call the wally bait, or what is that?
Kind of. You just cut a chunk and I split right down the lateral line so it'll bleed out a little bit slower.
Okay, all right. Well, that definitely worked. Corner of the mouth.
That is a long fish there. That is a long. When he fit, oh, he's got my thumb.
Where do you think we go? 70, 80? What do you think?
No, he ain't going that
A little bit light?
big. We'll take him.
We'll take him, man.
We'll take him. I'm gonna let him go if he let go of my thumb.
Yeah, that's the trick, huh? Trying to keep all your fingers. Off he goes.
Love it.
I'm catfishing America. You just don't get better than this. I'm catfishing America, 'cause I was born to fish. The Tennessee River, the Mississippi mud, there's no other place that I wish I was. Ohio River or Pickwick Lake, the rest of the world's gonna have to wait while I'm catfishing America. You just don't get better than this.
Keep pressure on him.
Look at him go, Randy.
Man.
He's going to run out the back of the boat now.
Oh, run this way. Run this way.
Well, I came over here. And the Three Stooges. Oh, a big boil right out here now. Well, nice straight out the back of the boat. Oh man, big roll.
Sorry.
Man. Well, there's nowhere for him to go in shallow water. Now he's way over here.
Can't even get the net
Going all the way
together.
around the boat now.
We're gonna have to do it without a handle.
Look at this. Well, I got an anchor rope to worry about. There he is. Wow. He's right straight down now. Right straight down. He's right under us. He's gonna come up. Here he comes. Come on, baby. Oh man, nice fish. Woo! Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know who won that fight. Man.
Let's put him right up here on this live well or whatever. Wow. What a creature. Man. This thing took us all the way around the boat. Had to move all the lines.
I'm out of breath.
Unbelievable. Yeah, man, I just did a 1 mile run, man. Oh, man, beautiful fish.
Nice hook set. Good job.
Well, a lot of power.
And he's not done.
You know, and these fish, a lot of times, you know, when you get blues in these real deep water situations, you know, you're pulling them up from these big depths, and the fish get the big, you know, air bladder stuff, and it takes a lot of the power out of them. As you can see, not the case with this guy. I mean, look at this. I mean, just 360 this. You know, if it weren't for Randy grabbing rods with toes and fingers and stuff. I mean, good job, man.
All right.
Awesome fish, man. Great job.
There you go.
Let's get him back in. I'm gonna tell you, we haven't had him out of the water about 60 seconds, so, you know, Randy's able to pop that hook right out. We'll get it right back in. Great fight. Great fight. And a tail slapping under the boat it goes.
There you go.
Great job, man.
brother.
Great job.
There it is.
I'm catfishing America. You just don't get better than this.
You know I fish all kinds of conditions, all bodies of water, you name it, I'm there to fish it if it's got a catfish in it. So I needed a versatile rod. I needed a rod that would get me through any kind of situation. So I turned to Captain Randy Harris over at Black and Blue Custom Rods and Tackle. He's here today and he's gonna walk you through this brand new, awesome looking Catfish in America rod.
When Don came to me about his new rod that he had in mind to fish all 3 species of catfish, I came up with this. This is the new Catfish America rod. Started out with the gimbal. Gimbal's strong, fits in his holders, doesn't fall out, locks in place, perfect. Accompanied with the cap, protection. Hybrid EVA foam handle, 14 inches. Here we have matching aluminum reel seat. Stronger, it's more durable, does not rust, it lasts a long time. Foregrip is also the same, it's a hybrid foregrip. Preference is up to you. Don prefers this size, so I went ahead and did that. Next we have is the diamond wrap. Don laid these colors out. I was really impressed with them, so I went ahead and tried to put them together, and this is what we came up with here. It's, you know, it's just a beautiful, you know, thing to add to a rod. It does not help the rod in any way, it just makes it look prettier. The new Catfish America logo is a must. It is there. The guides, we have 9 laid out, spaced all the way up to the tip, plus the tip actually would make a total of 10. Oxide stainless steel guides, nickel coat to match the reel seat and the gimbal. Inlays again are once, they're just for beauty. That's just another added color. The blank is an American Tackle 7.6 E-glass rod. This is a 40-pound class rod. It is meant for hogs. I mean, this is, we're talking 40, 50, 60, 80, 100-pound catfish here. This will handle it and we'll have no problem doing it. And this is what we have for the Catfish America rod.
All right. See if I can't maneuver my way over there.
Man, this fish can fight.
How's he feeling, Randy?
He's feeling like a big old fat lazy pig.
Well, he's wearing you out, man. He's coming up. There he is. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There we go. Man. Oh, that's the 3rd time he's come up.
Yeah. He has nowhere else to go.
Oh, there you go. Oh, good fish, Randy. Good job, man. Look at him. What kind of bait was that? You remember?
I don't remember. But it's a head. I can see it from here.
Mug on here. There he is. Oh, it's a head. Yeah. There we go. Good job, man. Well, he was all over the surface of the water, man, wasn't he?
Look how muddy he is.
Oh. Well, he's in the mud. Big gut on this guy. Yeah, you can see the sand all over him.
Oh, sorry.
Man, he's all in the mud.
Yeah. Whew. I didn't expect that.
Boy, he fought his behind off, didn't he?
That was good.
Yeah. Oh, man, he's got a big old gut on him. That's a good fish. You got that right.
Okie dokie.
Well, I saw Randy reach back and set that hook. This is the one we were running a three-way rig on with a Kale.
Right.
And see where it's still stuck, right in the corner of the mouth. Right there. He'll give it that little Papazola.
This hook was in there.
Well, you got a good hook set on, didn't you?
Those pliers, Huey.
There we go. Yeah, it's right there just on the inside, but boy, that's stuck.
It's in there, ain't it?
You gotta like that. There it is. There we go. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Good job, man. Good job. Beautiful, Randy, man. Look at the length on that thing.
That is nice.
Just not a fat fish. I mean, he's got some length to him.
Yeah.
That's going to end up being one of them big giant bruisers.
I hope so.
He's got a good head start on it. What do you think, 40-ish?
Yeah, he's going to go 40 easy.
Oh, yeah. Nice job, Randy.
Let's get him back in.
Yeah, let's get that one back in, and we'll
go from there and catch another one.
Continue the fight.
I'm catfishing America. You just don't get better than this.
Fishing ambush points. These blues tend to sit on slack water areas that meet rough water areas, dart on bait fish cruising by. Another scenario would be islands, fishing the backside of islands where wind is not hitting, but hitting the other side of the island. These fish tend to move around the island. If you fish the slack water, they'll lay inside here and ambush on both sides. It's paid off really well. We've hit a lot of fish this way. The only other situation that you would use this ambush point is wind-blown flats. If you can take that and reverse it, fish the flats are not wind-blown. Fish the flats where the wind is really smooth and calm. Sit on those points, put your baits out. Again, the water outside of you will be rough. These shad will be moving in, the blues will be hanging there. Another ambush point. That's our new pattern.
How's it feel, Hugh?
Feels good.
Oh, good fish. Well, where's he going?
Well, you in this shallow water, winter fishing or something. They can't go down, so they go everywhere else.
Except to the net when you want him to.
Doing that. Fighter.
Staying down.
Yeah.
He's only got a few feet to go down.
Well, he's right there. But he won't come up.
Keeps going under the boat, around the boat, everywhere except in the boat. There he is. Boy, he's all rolled up in a line, wasn't he? There we go. Good job, Randy.
Thank you, brother. Brother Randy.
Fat fish.
Fat, long.
That's female.
Female. The gut on that fish, man. So I guess the only fish that come up in here are those that are just actively feeding.
That's it. They're in here feeding up, getting ready for their spring migration.
Well, this one looks like it's packed both suitcases so far.
Yeah, let's get her back in the water.
This is that spawning size fish, isn't it?
Yes. That's what we like. We like to see them pretty fish like that. Oh yeah.
Nice one. Nice one.
Nice fish.
Good job, Randy. Off she goes. Give you a bath on the way out, huh?
Yeah.
I'm catfishing America. You just don't get better than this.
Hard for me to see him. Staying down deep.
Deep and 4 feet?
Yeah, he's staying right on the bottom at 4 feet. Hasn't come up, hasn't done a lot of fighting. I don't know if he's swimming towards me now or what. Feels like he had to be 20 or more.
Whoa, look at that wake back. Whoa.
Now he came up a little bit. Usually they splash a lot more. This was just kind of cooperating.
A little extra cold this morning.
Coming straight in. We might see a big boil right here. It's coming up near the surface. Big fish!
Great.
Big fish! Woo! A monster! Oh, cow! Great googly moogly! Holy cow! Man, now it's
Like that ankle rope, Don.
Man!
That's a monster.
Wow! Holy cow! A creature! He got him! All right! You! The man! The myth! The legend! Who? Who that?
We talking about fish here.
This is a monster!
This is
Holy cow!
you.
Me!
Don, that is.
There's a little rock pile right out here. That's the second, that 42 that we just let go, it came from there. This one was just to the right side of that, and about, 4.5, 5 feet? Just a little bit deeper water. They're getting around this rock pile, I guess eating shad, man, because I've been seeing shad busting all over the place. Amazing fish. Woo!
This is amazing.
Oh, man, are you kidding me?
Holy cow. Oh. Woo! Yes.
Man,
Yes.
we'll get a scale.
This is gonna be 60 somebody. Woo! Look at the gut on this thing, man. Monster. Look at that. Man, look. There's just some scale. Woo! Man, we gotta get this thing on the scale, homie. Yes.
That is him.
Man, what a morning.
Son.
Been real windy lately. Today, calm down. Randy said, Hugh, let's get up early. So I said, well, hey, might as well. So Randy dragged us out of bed. Here, we got out here early. Good things been happening. Real good things been happening. Ow! Ooh. Man, your hand looks small in his mouth. And you know, and Hugh's got one of them big loaf of bread like hands, you know. Man,
He won't get loose.
beautiful fish. Wow. And check this out. Corner of the mouth, and buried right where it's supposed to bury. Great job, Hugh. You the man. All right, let's get this thing on the scale, baby. Woo! We're gonna scale this bad boy. We'll be right back. Oh, we'll be right back with him on the scale. What do you think?
All right, we're live.
Does he look like a dinosaur?
Man.
Well, here he is, folks. 74 pounds of James River Blue Cat. 74. If this don't look big, it hardly gets bigger than this.
Put the man down here where he is.
74 pounds of freshness. Big old male. My second biggest fish on the James. Woo! Wintertime. 4 feet of water. Oh, he's crunching me to me. Oh, what do you think, Hugh? The ultimate fish.
That's it, Don.
Now, how big was your state record fish?
It was only 71.12.
71.12. Unbelievable fish. You know? And they just keep getting bigger here. And Hugh's the man to put you on them. All right, now I'm gonna let this fish in. I'm about ready to die holding. Woo! You might have to help me. Doggone dinosaur, man. Turn around and let him see. Now, if he didn't look big when I was holding him, he was a mountain man. You know, former Mr. Virginia and stuff. This is a hog.
That's him.
Woo!
Put him back, Don.
Yeah, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Man, can't even reach halfway around his tail. Can't even reach halfway around his tail, Hugh. 74 pounds of freshness. Man! You know,
I'm catfishing America. You just don't get better than this. I'm catfishing America, 'cause I was born to fish. The Tennessee River, the Mississippi mud, there's no other place that I wish I...
I hope all of you were able to learn some great tips from Captain Hugh and Captain Randy on some advanced wintertime tactics. Randy, would you say that this time of year is probably the most fun for you in terms of big fish?
Yeah, man, I love it. These fish come in these shallow flats and they go crazy.
And Hugh, I know from way back, you're the big fish specialist. What do you think about wintertime? Is this got to be tops for you too?
Wintertime is the most exciting time because these fish are shallow, they run, they fight, they come up, they break. It's unbelievable.
Well, you know, I love coming down to see these guys anyway, but wintertime, when you get a chance to wrestle with dinosaurs with these guys, it just don't get better than that. For Catfishing with the Pros, I'm Don Sweet, and we'll see you next time out on the water, chasing them whiskers.
this. I'm catfishing America, 'cause I was born to fish. The Tennessee River, the Mississippi mud, there's no other place that I wish I was. Ohio River or Pickwick Lake, the rest of the world's gonna have to wait while I'm catfishing America. You just don't get better than this.